Well, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Flight Deck to Sim live stream today. It's the 21st of March 2020, 26 minutes past 5 here in the evening in the United Kingdom. And yes, an impromptu stream, a little bit unplanned. In fact, I wanted to do something today, but we had a few house chores. Both my partner and I are socially distancing ourselves as per the government regulations and advice, and she's given me a little window to do a little impromptu stream. So here we are in Palma de Mallorca. We've flown to here plenty of times. The reason I've come here is because I've got the scenery, and we're going to go westbound to Lisbon. Now that is an airport we've only departed from. We've never flown into. There's a very busy VATSIM event going on from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. in Lisbon, so I thought we'd partake in that. And it's great to see there's a couple of Alpaca Airways aircraft right next to us, so hopefully it'll be a little fleet of us going westbound today into Palma de Mallorca. Otherwise, I hope you've all been keeping well, batten down the hatches as COVID-19 makes itself pronounced around the world. Interesting times indeed. Great to see plenty of the members I always like to see in here. To be Water, Stuart Walsh, Paul F is here as well, Littoral Games Newbie, Thomas Pascoe, KPS is here as well. Chris and some familiar faces too. Boxers, much love from Portugal. Thank you very much. Betty of Beijingish to you as well, Box. There you go. Cool. So yeah, here we are. I've not done anything. I literally fired up the sim. Done a few things like the active sky, but yeah, cold and dark setup today. Just thought we'd just jump in and enjoy ourselves. So give yourself something to enjoy anyway, whilst you're keeping yourself safe in your house. Right, let's jump into the flight deck. Get some electrical power. Battery on, GPU's on the bus, electric hydraulic pumps are on, landing gear lever is down, ship's documentation would now check. I was really hoping to stream in the recently released 340 version, the ZIBO mod. I quickly fired it up about 45 minutes ago and it was a bit buggy for me. I was having issues with performance and the Avitab. ZIBO gave me a quick fix. That didn't work, so I've actually reverted back to the release candidate I used on the last stream a couple of days ago. It's pretty stable, works completely fine. So you could use Nightbot to find out what version I have and what's up to date. Right, emergency exit lights are armed. We are live time, so by the time we get to Lisbon it should be dark. Live weather, of course, as well. As we like to have a little bit more realism from time to time. We'll start the flight leg as well, start the boarding. I need to get fuel and everything, which I usually do pre-stream, so hopefully I'll remember to top up the tanks prior to pushback. We'll see if I can remember. Right, so that's all done up here. Push the attend button now. We check the flap lever matches the indication, which it does. All the usual tests too. I haven't done a full cold and dark setup on the stream for ages. Because I had such a gap between, well, a stream a couple of days ago and the stream we're doing today, but then it was 2 weeks before that, so it's been a while. So that's now all set. Circuit breaker panels we'd also check. We'll put that here. Iris to align, or nav, sorry. I'm going to take 7 minutes up there. Excellent. Daniel Swift, how long is the flight today? It is 1 hour 30 minutes, not too long a sector. As you tell, you're on stand 96, Anthony. I think you're probably right next to me then, because I'm 98. I guess, yes, Alpaca 180, if I remember rightly, is your call size. You're probably all ready to go. I'll try and get the ATIS and stuff later. We'll get everything loaded up first. Fuel-wise, I've got the flight plan. I hope it's loaded all correctly here. Yes, here it is. It's a VATSIM event, so the minimum amount of fuel required is 7 tons. Let's take full wings, which is 7-8. That gives us 20 minutes of breathing space, potential go around and a hold. As we remember, a couple of days ago, we got very busy in Hamburg. So if we take full wings, which is 7.8 tons, that should do us quite nicely today. So we're across 7.8. Passenger-wise, we're going to imagine we have quite a full load today, 180 passengers. Let's go with that. Passengers enter. You see the aircraft going down on its gear. It loads all the weight on. Fuel weight balance. They want ground services. We would like to have fuel truck cool. There we are. We should be loading up quite nicely now with our Jet A1 for our flight to Lisbon. There we go. So that's all done. Perfect. Right. So we'll put the flight plan in now. So weather, let's get the ATIS. I had issues getting the ATIS on box 2, but because I'm not actually talking to ATC yet, we'll try on box 1, which is going to be 119250 for the ATIS. So we'll try it on box 2 first, because we did have issue last stream trying to get the frequency on box 2. Yeah, still not picking up anything, so I'll try box 1, and we'll copy the latest weather information for the flight to Lisbon. No, not working either. Great. Well, I can't get the ATIS either from Palma. I'm not even getting text either, so I'm not sure why it's working. Tom Knudsen, thank you very much again for donating 50 Norwegian Krona. Have a nice flight, Captain. Enjoy. Well, I'd hope you can join us if you fire your sim up quick enough. Thank you very much again, Tom, for the continued support and donation. Right, for some reason, I'm not getting the weather. I'm definitely logged into VATSIM, as you can see here. I'm not getting the ATIS. So what I'll do instead, I'll tune up delivery 123875. And we'll grab the clearance. It's just clearly working. It's working. It's clearly working. Working, that's a new word. So yeah, I don't know why I can't pick up ATIS's.
Sorry, delivery. Could you say again?
So yeah, I'm gonna actually detune it, otherwise you'll be talking over him all the time. Right, so imagine we've got the weather from the ATIS. Looking at the METAR, it's 280 at 6 knots, so we'll depart runway 24 right, 10k scanning at 2000, 16 degrees, and the QNH, which is what I was trying to set, is 1011. I've preloaded the OPT with all our performance. I'll use our estimated takeoff weight plus the extra fuel we took. So we'll be taking off at, let's say, 66 tons. I'm just going to punch that into the OPT so I can get my MFRA. So 66 tons takeoff weight. Nice fully loaded aircraft, unlike all real world flights going on right now. Unbelievable. MFRA is 1030. Work-wise, no official update, but I'm likely to take a period of either unpaid leave or at least 50% cut in my salary for the next 2 months. As long as I'm not made redundant, I can live with that. But obviously, we're all in the same boat. I've had so many of my friends affected. Unbelievable times, really. Hi, Snapshot. I hope you're doing well. For those of you in chat, Snapshot is one of my members and a moderator here. He is an Air Force pilot. He's got... well, he's probably a far better pilot than I am, flying all sorts of aircraft too. I thought he was going to fly this Russian bird. Yes, I was hoping to fly the Tupolev either today or tomorrow. I spent 2 or 3 hours of it yesterday, set it up, and I took off Snapshot, and basically the aircraft, the nose just kept rising, and I had no control. I had full nose down trim, and it kept rising, stalled and crashed, and I thought, you know what, I need more time to practice with this. I usually like to try and go off the top of the head just flying these aircraft, but no, it's not easy. I think I have to probably change some settings in the sim before we fly that, but I will endeavour to jump in the Tupolev Tu-154 at some point. That will be very amusing, no doubt. Oh gosh, right, let's carry on with this setup here. So we've got the QNH set, the MFRA set. Let's now load the FMC. So FMC, posit it. We're in Palma de Mallorca. I always remember the code for that, 'cause it's Leper. We'll put the left GPS coordinates in. Can you hear that? Very fast car going past my house. We're going to Portugal, going to Lisbon. Is it Lima Papa Tango? I have flown to Lisbon before in real life a long time ago. Yes, I do remember the code. Our call sign today, we're going to go for Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, 7 AM. Don't even ask why, I just chose it randomly. I'll probably forget there. So we're going to go Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike. Thanks, Todd, for the reminder of the code. Departure is going to be runway 24 right. It is a Palma 2 Alpha. Not too much to punch in today because it's mostly airways we're going along. Upper November 733 to Charlie Juliet November. We'll be going kind of westbound towards Valencia, and then I think we go not too far away from Madrid, but we'll have a look at the en route information later. CCS, I don't even know what VOR that is, and then direct to Elvar, and then direct Exona, which is the arrival into Lisbon. I dare say that VATSIM's actually busier than there's probably more movements on VATSIM today than there are in real life. Can't believe how... I did look on Fly Radar today and I couldn't believe how quiet it is. It's crazy. ILS-03, Exoda 8 Alpha. We'll activate that and then execute. I'm sure that looks tidy enough on the ND. There's no sort of transition, I don't think. Yeah, I think that's looking okay. Nice straight in arrival. Hopefully we'll get very busy and we'll go from there. Torsten Schwartz, you said call sign. Did I put did I put Valencia instead of alpaca? The reason is I've got a piece of paper here and I put Valencia, not alpaca. VCP. Oops. We could try and be the Valencia 7 Alpha Mike, but I've changed it there. I hope I've logged into VATSIM using that as well. Otherwise, I know it can cause issues. Otherwise, we'll have to log back in. Valencia 7 Alpha Mike. Whoops. Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike. That's better. Cool. Performance then. 0 fuel weights 58.2. Our reserves today. Alternate is Faro to the south. It's going to be the sum of these two. Let's have a look here. We've got reserves of 2.6. Cost index 30. 37,000 feet today. That's executed. The top of climb wind at 37,000 feet is 241 at 17. ISO deviation is +3. Temperature, so we can't get the ATIS, but it's 16 degrees, which is selected. Now the OPT is saying we could take reduced 22k at 37 degrees, and that's from November 1 intersection for runway 24 right. 89.5, 90.5, that makes sense. Flat 5 speeds will be 41, 42, 46. They're all within a knot. And the CG is going to be 20.8. 20.8. 6 units of trim. Let's punch that in now. Perfect. Captain Avgate, what's your home airport? I don't disclose that publicly, but it is in the United Kingdom. Paul F, hit the thumbs up, people. Yes, please. 231 people. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. The more likes I get, the more people get to see the content as it gets out there. So I appreciate all that. Thank you very much. Tugas EU. Yes, you're flying to my home airport. I love the enthusiasm. Thank you. We should be there in about 2 hours from now. So V speed is set. Sorry, 146. We can punch up here. Cool. Let's go up to the upper overhead panel. Yaw damper on. Nav transfer. Display switches are auto. We check the cross feed valve as well. Full wing, so 4 pumps on. No fuel in the centre tank. Cabin utility IFE is on. Fueling's done, so put the fasten seatbelt sign in on, or turn up the panel lights because it will be getting dark. We'll put this to bright, which I've already done. Window heat can come on now as well. Probes are off. That's all set. Trim air on. Packs auto. 37,000 feet. Elevation in Lisbon. I've got the charts here on my work electronic flight flag. Lisbon, it's saying the elevation is 374 feet, so we'll put 350 in the box. Oh, the overhead panel here. Perfect. So departure here, runway is 238, so we'll put this on the QDM for the heading and the courses for now. There we are. 238, 238, 238. Then grab the clearance, and then we'll do the briefing. Move from there. So 238, 238. We're flying into Palma to Alpha. Just having a look at the SID here. Climb on runway heading till 4 miles from Joa, so we need 17.7 active. Turn up the lighting here as well. I've no idea what our scheduled departure time was on VATSIM. I know it doesn't really matter, but you do file the flight plan anyway. So 17.7 Joa, and then we want 13.3 actually on box 2. And that is the Mallorca VOR. So we want climb on runway heading for Demir 236, and then we want 279, 236. 279, and I will brief this guy so you know what is going on. Auto brake to RTO, reset the fuel flow indicator. That is all looking good. I'll take this opportunity to pre-load better pushback. So pre-plan. No doubt something very simple will do us well. Good to see our colleagues are there. There we are. So I will just pre-plan that now.
Can acknowledge. Coming through the menu when you are ready.
Buenas tardes, senor. Perfect. Right, I think we're all set up here. Rudder and aileron trim we check as well. Otherwise, I think will be now a good time to grab our clearance, which was on 123.875. Let's not say Valencia 7 Alpha Mike. Palma clearance, very good evening or buenas tardes. It's Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, stand 9 at 8, ready to copy departure clearance to Lisbon.
Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, very good evening to you. You're cleared to Lisbon via the Palma 2 Alpha departure. Runway 24 right, initially 4,000 feet and squawk 6205.
Cleared to Lisbon, Palma 2 Alpha, runway 24 right, initially stop climb 4,000 feet and squawk 6205, Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike.
Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, your readback is correct. Contact ground on 121.7 for starboard pushback. Enjoy your flight, bye-bye.
Ground on 121.74, thank you, Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike. Right, so we've got the clearance, 6205, and climbing to 4,000 feet, so we can set that there. And we know it's Palma 2 Alpha, so we again check that in the FMC with the first officer. Now, that's exactly how it works on my operator. At this point, we get the clearance, and then we start our briefing. So we check the routing information, stepping through this, making sure the ground distance here, 618, that's the important one, roughly corresponds to what we have in here. 621, that's close enough. Fuel on arrival, 3.3 tons, that needs to be over what we need on the reserves. Our reserves are 2.6, so that's more than sufficient. We then check all the instrumentation, make sure they cross-check there. We then conduct our emergency briefings, again reminding you that it's the actions to be taken in the event of a rejected takeoff, actions in the event of an engine failure, just after V1. We then brief the taxi, so let's have a look at that. We've got the air... Oh gosh, I forgot to do this. I always forget to do this prior to stream, so bear with me guys, so I just get all the chance we need. So we'll want airport. There we are, and the departure, which is the Palma 2 Alpha. Where are you? Palma 2 Alpha, there we go. Excuse me, don't worry, I don't have COVID-19, well, I hope not anyway. So we're going to push back to face northeast, and then we're going to probably taxi via Mike onto Juliet or via Lima Kilo, and then via Golf. We're going to go north, and then we'll make a right turn. And we've done the performance here from November 1, so we can take an intersection departure if we're ready. Otherwise, we'll go full length. And the SID is the Palma 2 Alpha. We're going to be climbing straight ahead till we get to back axle above 2,000 feet, and then we'll intercept the Palma radial. Radial from Mallorca 279 to Palma. He told us initially climb 4,000 feet. You can see Palma 2 Alpha maintain 4,000 feet. So it's quite a low stop altitude. Something to bear in mind on the level off. So that's it. Briefings are all complete. We'll get the APU started, and once that's done, we'll be ready for the pushback. Just like in Spain, guys, the ATC.
Pues salida autorizada Mortras Alfa con la vista 24 derecha, 5.000 pies de inicial y transponder 6210, Iberia 002.
Kiefer, is this VATSIM or VIA? We're on VATSIM. Ace, how do you get reserves and D-rate stuff? Reserves are calculated from SimBrief. You go on simbrief.com. You can just generate whatever flight you want. These flight plans are incredibly accurate. They're basically using the same format we use in real life. And then I'm very fortunate to have the Boeing onboard performance tool, the official Boeing app, which is from my work EFB. I just use that to calculate performance, so that's all there. Snapshot, Spanish ATC speaking Spanish just like the real one. No further comment to that.
Palma Torre, buenas tardes, Iberia 002 en parking 25.
Iberia 002, muy buenas tardes.
What did we 7 December? How are you? Very well. Hope you're doing well as well.
121.7.
Hey, so that's weird. SimBrief doesn't give me the reserves. Ah, yes, you need to change your format. So you can change different airline formats as well. I'm not going to go into much more detail about which format I'm using, but you can select different operators, and many of the different operators will have different reserves. I've used it to match mine. Operators. Right, APU's on the bus. We'd usually have to wait 1 minute, but I always put the APU bleed straight away on a desktop simulator. In pilot sometimes use check to communicate with ATC. Yeah, it's fine. I kind of respect it. In certain parts of the world, they only speak their national language, and it can be a bit difficult to... yeah, Tim Waters, that was close. Did you notice how my speech really slowed down? I kept digging and backtracking. You guys. Yeah, so I can't. Yeah, I don't mind people speaking occasionally the same language, but sometimes it can be hard to quite difficult to build a picture of what's going on. Right, let's talk to now Palma grounds on 1217, and we'll get the pushback going. Any of my colleagues going? Yes, Alpaca 05. And we'll go from there. Sagi Raven, do you need to check the oxygen level? Yes, as part of the pre-flight check, we check the crew oxygen level. Typical minimum for dispatch we use is 1100 psi, but we actually have tables where, depending on what the temperature is, how many people are in the flight deck, you can actually see the exact minimum required. It's topped up pretty much every day from engineers. Well, I don't know if it's topped up or how it works, but the bottles are often changed.
Alpaca, via gate, Mike, south, link, and north to holding point runway 24 right.
I think that was one of our colleagues getting taxi instructions.
Mike's link, north, holding point 24 right, Alpaca 05.
Palma ground, we Buenos, Alpaca 7, Alpha Mike, stand 9-8, request push and start.
Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, hello, engine start and pushback facing east, approve.
Pushback as brief face east, Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike. Right, so we've got clearance. Air conditioning packs are off, anti-collision light is on, parking brake is set, transponder is out off, check's complete. Hello, you right? Perfect. My partner's just walked in with Jack, and I'm just about to push back. Say again? Yes, you can dry your hair, but shut the door. If you hear a hairdryer in the background, it's not me, guys. I have a distinctive lack of hair. Just about. Right, let's get the pushback here sorted. See you in a bit. It's very funny. Right, grounds, better push back. Request push back.
Ground to Cockpit. Tower is driving up.
Oops. Oh, I thought I connected it already. Oops, there might be a slight delay for pushback. I hope he doesn't mind. Tim, I did say it, you're right.
Beeline 1 X-ray, contact only via text, Palma Tower 118.45, see you. 118.45, only by text. Thank you very much. Pleasant evening, Beeline 1 X-ray.
1845's tower. Slogdog, can you show your video settings? Not whilst I'm online on VATSIM, because that will pause the sim, which I know is a bit of a no-no. I can't remember if they are off the top of my head, but I do occasionally stream offline. If you ever feel like asking that, I don't mind pausing to show you.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Holding point runway 24 right.
Joseph Anthony, as a pilot, do you have free tickets? I have another question. Yes, we do get staff travel at a significantly reduced rate. So a little bit late with the pushback. So in reality, they'd be like chasing up. Why aren't you pushing back now? Obviously, it could be really, really busy on the apron. Yeah, George, flight to Cyprus in time. 4M, if I have 340 version of the ZIBO, do I use the 3937 update and I cannot hear the GPWS callouts? Can you please help me? I think now go for the full version. Download the full version of 340 and then install any other updates on top of that.
Connected and bypass being inserted. Release parking brake.
Parking brake released.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Foxtrot Charlie Go Alpha, you are contacting again Palma ground, contact tower 118.45.
There we are. Was that for me? Starting engine number 2, might have been. N2. There's all pressure. And N1.
Iberia 002, Palma Rodadura.
Adelante, Palma Rodadura, Iberia 002.
Iberia 002, posterior, Airbus 321 que está pasando detrás de usted, puesta en marcha de su está aprobada.
I just got a message from someone. Have a nice flight, so thank you.
Detrás del Airbus 321 que me llevo por detrás. Le llamo para...
I was just checking, I just got a message on VATSIM, that was all. Alright, starter cutout. Good, monitoring engine number 2, 2 stable. Starting engine number 1.
German Cargo 121, request taxi.
German cargo.
German Cargo 121, taxi by Lima Foxtrot. Hold short, gate Foxtrot. Taxi by
And
Lima
one,
Foxtrot,
and...
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake set, clear to set 2 by bypass bin. Advise
Express
clear.
in tow. Stand by.
Am I getting some bald head banter here? It would see who I am. Hair loss ahead. Yes, excellent. Wig shear, yeah. I've heard them all at work, don't worry. I have a little bit of hair left. Oh dear. Starter cut out. Excuse me, monitor engine number 2. 1, 2 stable. Thank you very much to Will Bewley donating £2. He says, speak to ATC in Spanish, I have got my PPL. Congratulations, Will. Was it you the other day who said you had to delay your PPL for some reason? If it was, congratulations. If not, congratulations anyway. I think everyone in chat will say well done as well.
And bypass pin has been removed.
A tremendous
Signal on the
achievement.
left. We'll see you next time and have a safe
And
flight.
I don't speak enough Spanish to be able to speak completely. I can say hello, goodbye, thank you, the usual stuff, but nothing on top of that, I'm afraid. But thanks for the donation and lesson, well done.
1010, contact only via text, Palma Tower 118.45. See you.
Good. There we are. Right.
Tower to 118.45 by text.
Oh God. Right. He showed the bypass pin. All good. Sorry guys about that. It's a little bug in VATSIM. Right. Flaps.
German Cargo 121.
Here goes flight controls. Forward. Back. Left, centre, right, centre. Here goes the runners.
German Cargo 121.
Right, centre, left, centre. Recall.
Airbus 320 is
Like the lower DU, and then we'll do the full taxi checklist. Oh, actually, that reminds me, Burak wanted me to read this. So, yeah, I mean, it's a bit challenging, but the fly I've done here, this will be read by the first officer. So, yeah, generators on. You're essentially checking you've done the flow. APU off, start switches, continuous. But it really need 2 people for that to work.
Trans 525, hello, engine start up and pushback facing south, approve. Push south facing south, approve, notified over.
Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, request taxi.
Alpaca 05, contact via text only, Palma Tower 118.45, see you. 118.45.
Joseph Anthony, what the heck? Yes. Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, request taxi.
Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, taxi via gate, via gate, Papa South, Link North.
Taxi gate Papa South, then link north, Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike. So gate Papa, just checking the charts here. So it's the next right, see here gate Papa on there, and then it'll be the 7 taxiway. I'll actually show you, so I'm just reading off my own chart. So there we are, Papa South, and then we're going to go on to Link North, which is here, basically Link North taxiway, and then we'll get the clearest approach. Right, parking brakes released. There's the config, no there's the takeoff config check. No warnings, we are all good to go. 4M, 102 likes, still not enough. Let's get some more. Yes, please. Let's, you know, I need to have targets for live streams, like a target amount of likes. How many people? We've got 341 watching. I like to get 500 likes today if we can. But yeah, 341 likes right now would be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much, guys.
Stand 96, looking for push and start, please.
Is that Anthony?
Hello, engine scrap and pushback facing west, approved.
Pushback facing west, approved. Can we face east? We're going to 24, right?
That would be better.
Alpaca 180, no problem, facing east.
Try and get that request in real life.
Alpaca 180.
Perfect. Will Julie, you donate £50 if you get 1,000 likes. Well, sorry, generous. I think we'll be pushing to get 1,000 likes. We did actually stream in the 757 not too long, about 3 weeks ago, and we did get 757 likes, which is pretty cool. Thank you very much again. Positive Rates just donated £1. Thank you very much for your continued support, Cadence. Please feel free as well to take a look at his channel on YouTube as well. He's the chap who also created my 757 livery, which is pretty cool. Oh look, someone was actually in the gate here, hiding away. In a flight deck to sim livery. I don't know if that is correct though. IBK 525. So that was Mike on the left there.
Hello,
it's going to be the second left.
Charlie, stand 108, requesting push.
EC57 Charlie, hello, engine start up and pushback facing east, approved.
Looks like my views have gone a bit skew with again on the roll angle. It's a bit annoying. So I have no idea how many aircraft at the whole point. Could be pretty busy. So next left here is Kilo, and then we want the second left, which is onto Juliet, which is also Link North. Press W to reset the view, yes, but that goes into that view. My pre-save one, you can see how it's a little bit cock-angled. It's to do with the roll view, the FPV, which sometimes changes in X-Plane 11. I'm not pressing any of this Alt F4 business. Right, here's the next left.
Iberia 002, contacte mediante texto Palma Torre 1845, hasta luego. Palma Torre 1845, Iberia 002.
Box 121, who's that?
505, request taxi.
So up we go now on the Link North, and we should get next right. Maybe to the whole point from 224 right. Geordie Moore Grooves, have a safe flight, Captain. Thank you.
525, taxi via click Mike, south, link to holding point, runway 24 right.
Was that for me?
Mike, south, link to holding point 24 right, south 504.
I'm not used to hearing Alpaca call signs still, just my operators.
Ground Alpaca 180, request taxi.
Trying to reset my view here. Let's go for something like that. That's okay.
Alpaca 180, taxi via gate Papa, south, linking north.
Taxi via gate Papa, south.
Apollo, you can watch the whole stream due to the quarantine. Yes, it would seem the quarantine is going to probably. It's we've been self-isolating. We've been speaking to our neighbours through the window. We've been taking turns going on the drive. It's crazy, isn't it? I just can't believe how I couldn't envisage any of this. My partner and I are in the process of buying a house as well, and it's just thrown everything to disarray because we were trying to exchange our contracts. But this there's far more pressing issues, to be fair. We're just happy to be able to have kept our jobs, because my partner's crew as well, so we both work in the travel industry, both pilots, cabin crew. Yeah, we're just waiting day by day to see what happens. So we're on link north. We should advise for further instructions shortly.
Yeah, man, Argo 121, contact only text Palma Tower 118.45. See you.
Only text? Does that mean I have to use text? I can't use voice to talk to tower? How's that?
Ciao.
I'm not sure. So we're approaching the north taxiway here, so we'd usually be handed over to a different ground frequency here in Palma. Oh yeah, tower is text only. Right, I need to try and work out how to do that then. In X-Pilot. I've never ever used it. Right, we'll make a right turn here. Do the before takeoff checklist now. So config we checked, flaps we have, 5 in the FMC here, 5 here, green light. Stab trim set for departures. 6 units set, takeoff briefing. Packs are in auto bleeds on, the V-speed is set for departure. 41, 41, 46 set. Flying the Palma 2 Alpha, so Palma 2 Alphas climb straight ahead to back axle, then make a right turn into 279 radial. Inbound to Palma, stop climb 4,000 feet. Set in the FMC. No, it's not set on the MCP only. NADP2 departure. That's it. Cabin, I'll imagine, is secure. Our check's complete, and I think on the mod you can switch this, and you'll get some nice call from ATC. Who was that just donated? Thank you very much to Woody again for donating. Thanks for the live streams to keep me distracted whilst my instrument training is on hold. Not happy emoji. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. And yeah, I mean that's the most important exam, of course, and the penultimate exam from all your not penultimate, your final exam from all your training. So yeah, I hope you get back flying soon. And I know you might be feeling like there might not be many jobs if that's what you're going into afterwards. This will pick up. It's obviously a torrid time in the industry. A lot of pilots looking for work, but this will turn around, and even 2 years ago the need for flight crew was unbelievable. That will come back, but yeah, good luck with everything, and I hope you get to do your IR as soon as possible. Right, what's that in front of me anyway? An Aero Logic, is that a 777? Superb. I wonder if they'll give me the sufficient separation. It's the edits. Do you think I should aspire to become a pilot or not? You should aspire to do whatever you want. It's well within the minds of most people. Work hard if you're if you're a little bit younger.
EC57 Charlie, ready for taxi. EC57 Charlie, taxi via Lima Foxtrot, Gate Foxtrot link, and north to holding point runway 24 right.
Cool.
Roger, taxi via Lima Foxtrot, Gate Foxtrot link,
Aero Logic.
Runway 24 right.
I've heard of them, but I don't think I've ever seen an Aero Logic 777 in real life. We'll probably taxi forward a little more. Thank you very much to Will Bewley, just donated £1. Appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Contact only.
I just came in a bit broken there with the glitch. Can you just confirm?
Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, contact only text, Palma Tower 118.45.
Text only 118.45 for Palma Tower. Katenga Mod, yeah.
Hello.
Cool, so it is text only. Bear with me, guys, whilst I work out how to do this. 118.45. What do I do here? So I've got tower tuned. Do I just type in? Yeah, I do need an emoji for rip ears. Now, how on earth do I do this? Do I just type in messages? Or how do I message him directly? Oh dear. Bear with me, guys, I've never done this. Palma North Tower. Oh, bless him. That's really aspiring. Palmer Tower, the guy, he's deaf, so he can only use text. Oh, that's really good for him. I'm glad that. I hope he can really enjoy this, guys. That's really aspiring. Good for him, buddy. I'll try and message him. Absolutely simulator gaming, really good for him. Right, so I've messaged here, Tower. Ah, yes, I've got it. So he said box 121, line up and hold, runway 24 right. And he's already contacted someone over. So I know you can't see this, guys, but I do have the text box right in front of me. Right, so there's the 777 going off to drop off some cargo somewhere. We'll taxi right up to Hotel 2, which is the whole point. And it looks like the sun's just about to set. Hopefully, if we climb quick enough, we'll get to see the sun rise again, but I think we might just be a little bit too late for that. Adam Link, you're installing the ZIBO 737. Good for you. It is the 737 add-on. Right. It's a great shame we can't hear the noise from other aircraft. Like when you're sat in this position, they take off. It doesn't matter if it's 777, 73. You can hear it. It's really loud. Ground sometimes shakes as well. I have Paul. I have typed in the message on Xpilot. He's just talking to box 121 here. He's handed over Palmer approach 119.4, so we'll put that on standby. He's cleared box 121 takeoff as well. So hopefully we'll get a little ping when we're ready. There we are. I think that's for us. Palmer Tower, 7 Alpha Mike, line up and wait. So line up and wait. Just text it back. Cool. So, oops, started the time a little bit prematurely there. So weather radar on. Water throttle LNAV. Strobes are on. There we go. Transponder to TARA. So MCP is set. Transponder TARA. Strobe lights are on. And just holding for our... Ooh, it was a bit bumpy there. Holding on for our takeoff clearance there. We've been cleared for takeoff. Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike. Cleared takeoff runway 24 right, 2806. Report airborne.
Approaching 24 right.
Takeoff. We'll go.
50.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Tom. Donated another 20 Norwegian kroner. Best way to spend my day. Awesome, Tom. Thank you. Yes, better than some of the reality TV that's bogging our Netflix and social media accounts. But anyway, thank you again, Tom. Look at that lovely sunset. Right, we've been cleared for takeoff, guys. So we'll start the timer. Get the aircraft lined up on here. Not the most expeditious lineup, but
on runway
we'll keep the ball
24
going.
right.
Right, I need to change the view up here. Right, so let's stand those thrust levers up to 40%. Stabilise, push toga, set takeoff thrust. I think 9.6. There we are, takeoff thrust set, indications are normal. 80 knots is checked. You see, look, the views all skew. Hand off the thrust lever, rotate 2 to 2.5 degrees per second. There we are, we're airborne. Excellent. Gears coming up. did say report airborne, but I just need to do our fly past. Awesome. Right, better get onto those flight directors. So I'm just going to go Command A and bug up. Just going to message this guy. Just hopefully words of encouragements. Right, flaps 1. Cool, and flaps up, speed checked, flaps up, and we can now contact departures on, is it 1194? 1194, perfect. Palma Buenos Tardes, Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, Palma 2 Alpha, passing 2,400 for altitude 4,000 feet.
Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, hello, radar contact, climb flight level 240, direct Epama.
Climb flight level 240, direct to Epama, Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike. Right, there's 240 set, so flaps up, no lights, VNAV, set standard. We're passing 4 flight level 240, and we can now do the after takeoff.
200 on the localizer, contact Tower 118.3, see you.
So air conditioning and pressurization, 1.8. Cabin altitude, climb auto, leads auto.
Palma approach, Infinity.
Good. Air conditioning and pressurization is set. Temperature 16 degrees, so we don't need any engine anti-ice. It's a warm cloud, and we can now release the cabin crew as well. There we are. After takeoff checklist complete. Oopsie daisy, did say direct to Palma.
Flight level again.
Execute.
Flight level
There we are.
90. Flight level 90, Infinity 333.
Andrew Henry, what traffic add-on are you using? No add-on. The other aircraft you're seeing are other players in VATSIM.
Infinity 333, fly direct Baboon intersection.
Out the clouds we come.
Victor Uniform 9 for the ILS 24 left. Infinity 333, direct Baboon
that's good.
intersection for the ILS 24 left.
40S1T, which cloud series are you using? These are... I'm not sure, I think it's Active Sky Cloud texture set. And then I have X-Vision as well.
Direct Baboon intersection
It does
for
look
the
good.
ILS 24 left, Infinity 333. Thank you. Sorry, pressed the wrong button.
Cool. Ah, look at the sunset. Is that pretty? What a lovely time to fly. I'm excited summer's coming as well, guys, because I love to stream live time because it's just a little bit more immersive. And now that the days are drawing out, we're going to hopefully do some more live times. Obviously, if this is the summer, it'd be very bright right now. But yeah, it's nice to see the nights are drawing out. 6:15 here, well, 7:15 here in Spain, and look, we've got a little bit of light. And hopefully, as we climb higher, we'll get a little bit more, and then obviously it'll set. Getting excellent performance from the sim today as well. We're getting the 50 frames per second. Excellent. Right, altimeters passing 102, flight level 240. Let's do the pre-cruise checks. Fuel 4 pumps. Lights can come off. Logo's off. APU's off. Pressurization is 4.6. That's all set. Let's release the passengers.
Infinity 333,
Pre-cruise checks are complete.
And on discretion.
About to just fly past Ibiza here. Castellon. We've got Alicante here. We're going to go right over the top of Valencia.
On distraction.
Just the one sector today, I'm afraid.
For Babel. Yeah, leveled at Babel. Yes, leveled at Babel.
Gabby and Joseph Anthony, how long is the flight? Using reserve fuel, 3.1 it shouldn't be.
North Trans 525.
Reserve's 2.6, that's a spurious message. 600 nautical miles, ETA 1948. 1948, so we should be touching
Palma
down in
approach,
just under an hour and 30 minutes.
Passing 2.8 for 4,000. Okay, 180, hello, radar contact, flying flight level 240, direct Palma. 240, direct to Palma, Alpaca 180.
That's Alpaca 180, that's
Good evening.
Anthony.
Infinity 299,
Dan, you're all
starting
prepared for your descent to
212.
Prague. Dan, you must
210
surely get
for
tired of
200.
going back and forth from Prague.
Infinity 299, hello, sir.
To be fair, half the flights I do are back to my home base. Claudio, what preset do you use in your X-Vision? It's one made by one of my members. He made one for me, a custom one.
Infinity 299, fly direct Bravo intersection. Bravo Alpha Victor.
Wypok, my ETA is 3 minutes before yours. Where are you coming in from? I guess not Palma, unless you're ahead of me. Gooseboy, favourite place to fly to from during the summertime? Now, Gooseboy, I just want to go flying on a regular schedule to anywhere, if I'm honest. I like going to Malta and south of Spain and stuff, but honestly, I just want things to get back to normality. Ah, Wypok, you started in Manchester. Ah, very good. Listerman, has Mariana proposed this destination? Say no. She was very cross that we're not going to Porto, which is where she's from. Very cross. I'll put a little squidge of engine anti-ice on here, a little bit of cloud.
Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, contact Barcelona 12665, see you.
126.65 Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike. Stallowell. I need to get a radio tuning panel or something. That would be making my life a lot easier.
Ryanair 90801, when ready, you can start descending flight level 170. Weather 170, Ryanair 90801.
Barcelona, Buenos Aires, Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, climbing flight level 240 Palma.
Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, very good evening, sir. Identified on radar, climb final level 370 and fly direct to Centa. This is Charlie Echo November Tango Alpha.
Climb flight level 370, route direct to Centa, Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike. Cool, so straight up to our final cruise level 370 and direct to centre. There we are, box 1, and we can execute. All navs available. Thank you very much. We have firstly, new member coming in. Again, Colteron profile page has just joined as a member. Thank you very much. Welcome to the channel as a member. I hope you enjoy all the exclusive members only content, which you'll get through my Discord, which is private to members only. Thank you, and thank you very much as well, Christian 4, for generating a very generous £7 donation there. That's very kind. Welcome aboard as well. Thank you for your donation. Very, very kind. Yeah, no wind. Someone who said that. 25116. Yeah, it's very nice day to go flying. Gabby Ola, you'd like to see the plane outside. I can't hear ATC now at all. Thank you very much, Thomas Pascoe, for the $5 US. It smells like wet alpaca back there, and there's only newspaper in the bathroom. At least it's a day away from the chaos of work. Thank you very much, Thomas, for the donation there. Very generous, continuing with the alpaca banter. There we are. In fact, is that Anthony probably behind us? Probably is. Into the sunset we go. Let's jump back into the office.
Northern 525, very good evening, sir. Identified on radar, climb final level 360.
Steve Jenkinson, apparently people have been heading to Barra to self-isolate. Locals were impressed. I wonder who gave them that idea. Hey, when we did that stream there, some people probably looked it up on Google and thought that would be a great place to self-isolate.
Final level 360, fly direct
We've been in the garden all day anyway, doing like garden jobs. It was actually quite a nice day today. I just hope it was a little bit warmer so we can actually sit outside, but we can still walk the dog. We have been to the supermarkets today. We've got a few bits and pieces last few days. I'm a bit dreading going there. We went yesterday and it was just, there was nothing. There was no toilet roll, no toiletries, not much fresh food left as well. So I mean, I like making stuff in slow cookers and stews. So we've got plenty of those from stuff that's been frozen for months to get our way through, to work our way through. But I just hope that it gets to the point where stocks of food gets low. I can see a lot of the supermarkets in the UK at least are promoting or employing staff.
Go ahead.
And my guess is if there's a lot of students, not going to school over 16, they go and get some work there. That's what I'd be doing if I was off right now.
0 surface wind 080 knots.
It is ice fire, yeah, it is.
For takeoff, runway
In the UK now, that most supermarkets are only limiting 2 of any item. I think they really need to police it. I actually saw a tweet where someone in Lidl or Aldi tried to buy 80 cans of tin tomato. So they got to check out, the staff made them put each one back. They apparently just left it there. They just went, well, whatever, just left the supermarket.
Fly direct to Centa, Charlie Echo November Tango Alpha.
Def Magnetica, how often do you use max rate climb? Not that often. If ATC wants us to get there as quickly as possible, as in regards to shortest amount of time, we'd use max rate, and then we'd use max angle if you had to get there in the shortest amount of distance. So for example, if they said please be level at centre bar at flight level 370, but we've got to be quite careful here, because if we accept a clearance like that, you can trade your airspeed to climb quicker, but as you get higher, the amount of thrust available decreases. So you've got to be quite careful that you don't get yourself into a lower speed situation. So you've got to be quite certain if you were to get please be level by or expedite climb in 3 or 4 minutes, because A, if you don't comply with that, you're going to cause a traffic issue, and B, you're putting in a situation where you can get quite low speed. Daniel Coppin, how do you become a member? So if you're watching this on a mobile phone or a tablet, you won't be able to do it. Membership, you need to be using a kind of a PC or desktop simulator, and you'll see a join button to be able to become a member. Thank you very much to Todd Gilby for your donation there. So Flight Deck to Sim will be flying in any Alpaca Director airspace today. Oh, is that a little reference to the fact I nearly called Hamburg approach Alpaca Director? Thank you very much for the donation there, Todd. I've been really careful to say what I say. One of the most common things I do is I use the call sign of my operator when calling, or I might be just throwing you guys a curveball. I might be checking in and just going, oh yeah, Japan Airways flight 5A Mike. Oh, did I say Japan Airways? Thanks for the donation.
Air Baltic 105, when reaching top of descent, you can start descending flight level 170.
So coming up to the Spanish centerline here. Centerline. Oh my god, I'm losing it already. Coming up to the Spanish coastline here already. These streams, they do make you come out with a load of tosh.
170, Air Baltic 105.
Jamlin, evening captain. I do recommend a radio panel. Also check out Air FMC. See General. I'll have a look at the Discord later. That's 30,000 feet, bank angle 10 degrees. Again, we check the pressurization panel carefully. Make sure the differential pressure's increasing. And we'd be using CPDLC now in Europe.
It's a 17 identified on radar after takeoff. You can continue climbing final level 330.
Saggy Ruven, do you check fuel consumption in cruise? Yes, we do. Well, not really fuel consumption. Every 30 minutes or so, we make sure we have the amount of fuel we expect and see how much we burn compared to what we expect to have burned. Hugo Vieira. Lisbon is overrated and Porto rules.
Climb final level 380, fly direct Meadows.
Salam Ratchet, why do some companies put 3.8 instead of 3.9 in the wingtips? Well, that's news to me, I've no idea, but it's most likely to do with the fuel density. If your fuel is very hot, you won't be able to put 3.9 tonnes of fuel in there. Obviously, the density of fuel will change. If it's very cold, you can put more fuel in. The operator, the fueler will always try to put as much fuel you can in the wings before he puts any fuel in the centre tank. As long as we get the required figure, that's what's important.
Madrid, radar 133.75. Have a nice flight.
I'm sure you're right, Hugo. Well, I'm sure you're right, definitely right.
Madrid 133.75, below on X-ray.
Anthony just messaged me. Very rude. 25 miles behind you and I can still smell your alpaca self. Breathe it in, Anthony. Breathe it in. Goose Boy, 2 stripes on my badge now. Do I qualify myself as a beer? Thank you very much for your 2 months membership. Yes, if I was ever to be any of you members, I'd buy you all a beer. I think I'm very much indebted to all of you. Oh look what I've actually organised as well. Look, I can be like a streamer now. I can put some music in the background. I know I won't generally hear, but listen to some of the new music I have. Wait for it. Oh yeah, isn't that lovely? This is all from Benny Sound. It's all like free sounds you can download and stuff. It's actually very alpaca themed. Tom Knudsen, you'd take a Stella. What a song! I just wanted to do this to see.
Barcelona, no, EC57,
amazing.
Flight level 240.
So what we'll do occasionally, we'll put some tunes in the background. We've got acoustic, we've got soppy music, we've got rock, all sorts of stuff. Yes, Steve Jenkinson. My word, are we on a game show? Yes. What can we find underneath box A today? Wait till the song finishes now, guys. Enjoy. And I still have the elevator music that we used to do, which used to be the beginning of all my live streams. Swifty, you said, "Hi Captain, I did have flight sim experience. Every time the engine started, it took 45 seconds, and the ZIBO takes 20 seconds, which is the most accurate. And do you take it in reality?" Contestant A, what do you think? Contestant B, I don't think music suits my streams personally. I did a flight sim experience, time took 45 seconds. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take 20 seconds in the ZIBO mod. It takes a lot longer. It takes about the same amount of time in reality. It's the real aircraft.
Barcelona, control sur, muy buena.
BBC One, and next up is Deal or No Deal, presented by Mr. Flight Deck to Sim. There we go. So occasionally, guys, you will get a little tune accompanied with the banter, and I think I deserve a thumbs up for that, guys. So if you enjoy the content, enjoying the game show songs, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button for more continued content. 1 to go. Approaching flight level 370. Going to be just before Valencia. Tom Gilbert, can see these streams are going to turn into some party channel with the world's worst music and banter. Hey, don't criticise my free music. Space Magpie, what airline do you fly for? Every time we get someone ask that question. But I don't mind, because if you're new to the channel, you'd be asking that question. I don't disclose my operator. I work for a European airline based in the UK, and that's it really. I just spend my spare time on flight sim, which I've been doing for the last 20 years. Well, probably longer than that. No, about 20 years, I'd say. Tom Knudsen coming with a 20 Norwegian krona donation again, thank you. Alt T, I dare you, I double dare you, no. Tom, I'm not going to do that, whatever it does at all. Thanks for the donation nonetheless. I'll Alt T when I'm testing the ZIBO on my own. No idea what that does. Oh, there we are, top of climb. So top of climb now, Pilot monitoring, we'll get the paperwork out, the flight plan, start filling it in, making sure we have the amount of fuel we required, work out our ETA into Porto. I'd fill in the technical log what I can now as well.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I can see you on my
Can start loading some stuff in the FMC. I then select all the charts I need for the approach and then just turn the iPad off until we get a little bit closer. So we can do that now.
runway 24 left and
Lisboa.
Godox 2 kilo arrival.
Oh,
Please.
Oh, it's just so loud for me as well, my headphones. Expecting Xona 8 Alpha. Oh, going on here now. Thank you very much to... Oh, my apologies if I mispronounce this. Masij Molik, thank you very much for the $2 donation. And the red thumbs up, appreciate that, thank you. Glad you enjoyed the content. A couple of messages coming in. Daniel Smith's coming in with a Panzer. I bet you'll slam it. Message from Bell 1 X-Ray. Are you the flight deck sim? So if you are, I'll see my message. Great flight for this. Thank you very much.
Barcelona radar, good evening, NPD 709 at flight level 240, descending to 230.
Cool. Oh, Space Magpie 08, what airline are you flying in the game? Look at this, Alpaca Airways. Look at this airline. They are the worldwide premier airline. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, just select from the charts. 08 Alpha. I think it's ILS 03.
Barcelona Control, buenas tardes. Buenas tardes, Francis. Airplane 01 Cosierra, muy buenas tardes, contacto radar ahora de nivel 370.
So yeah, they're all set up so we can look at that later.
2 kilo arrival, notifiquemos listo para descender.
Show you where we are. Now look at that, right over the coastline as soon as I open that. That's Valencia, Castellon, fly south of Madrid, and then Lisbon. Cool. Lovely, lovely colours here in the sunset.
Barcelona Control, Echo Charlie, Lima, Juliet Mike.
Yeah, I think it would be a good idea because we should get one of the emojis for members to being the my ears or something, because it does happen occasionally, and apparently it isn't bloody offensive. Whoopuli, I bet you all £100 that whilst he's actually flying and cruising, he's listening to music in the flight deck. For I heard music a few weeks ago on a flight. That's not me, I don't listen to any music. And if you heard it, I don't know how.
Clear visual approach.
Continuing approach, I'll report arriving left downwind.
Marco Nasty, you should do a flight to Marseille, runway 31 right, proper crosswind, nice approach that one. No, we've not been to Marseille, have we? We've been to Nice. Lisbon, Alpaca Airways is the world's most expensive and smelly airline. Correct.
Juliet, flight level 1901, landing flight level 240.
Goose boy going for a fag, shout mayday if you need me, Captain. Enjoy your simulator.
Direct mirrors. Landing flight level 340, direct mirrors, 73, Romeo Juliet.
I won't play any music for a while, but I've got some other tracks to get down to later. Recording music. And again, apologies for not having the project fly overlay up here. Again, it's still not working. But if you just joined the stream here, this is live time, so yeah, we'll be touching down. If there's delay, around 8 o'clock. If there's not, around 7:45, I'd say. So that's it. Oh, hello, buddy. Jack's just walked in here. Go in here. Hello. Hello. Oh, good boy. I've actually got a second bed here in the office as well, so he's probably just wanted to go in there.
Buenas tardes,
Let me be boring.
Barcelona Control, Iberia 036, ascenso a 24.000 pies, rumbo a Mons, con ustedes.
Let's get a bit of fuss now, guys. Excuse me for a second. Space Magpie, can I join the Discord? No, it's only for members. It's only for members, otherwise we have a flood of all sorts coming in. Anyone that's committed to the chat gets that. Thanks for all the Jack emojis as well.
16 Echo.
He's ran off
nivel
now.
370 a 20 millas del fijo.
It'd actually be quite good to be a dog right now, wouldn't it? Don't have to worry about coronavirus, COVID-19. No stress. Steve Boss Marseille is a great approach. Yeah, we're all looking to go into Marseille soon. I want to get this Tupolev. I don't know. It's obviously works as people fly. I've seen some Russian streamers flying around in a Tupolev. But I probably need to talk to the Fellis guy. I did join his Discord. I need to ask him some questions. Maybe I need to change some settings and explain. We'll go from there. What's that face for? Yeah, he opened it with his nose. Oh, yeah, no. Good boy.
Yes, sir. Your arrival is in Cockpit 2 kilo.
Space Pepper, you're doing Singapore to Heathrow. Crikey. I generally don't do long flights. I actually need to do some 2-sector days. I know they're a little bit more enjoyable. But I generally try and do these kind of single sector, hour 30, 2-hour flights. I very occasionally do long flights. Because I don't know what I'd do in that time. I might do some long haul flights because we've got lots of time coming off. And I don't know, we can fire up another game. I think my PC has the capacity to perhaps run something else, so that we can just play some games on the way. Or over there. You forget the Tupolev, you want Concorde, that is coming as well.
Your Atlantic 12 Yankee Papa, very good evening, sir. You're clear to destination as filed. Runway 12 and Astro 5 call departure.
So it's Valencia, I think.
Initially flying altitude 6,000 feet, set squawk 6276.
Alexandra Carlson, how do you get the nav radio on my ZIBO? It's 2 knobs. Are you talking about the new boxes here? It's an options in the ZIBO mod. You can change from the conventional to the new. What's it called? I completely forgot the name. Yeah, I can't forget the name, but yeah, this is what's fitted to the MAX and to the last NGs of the production line of Boeing.
And the QNH
Someone
operator
might be in
for
trouble with this
1012. Please report when ready for taxi.
I've over COD Warzone, Tom. I've been playing COD Warzone. I went off Call multi-mode receiver. Thanks, guys. I went off Call of Duty a few years ago, and I did get Modern Warfare. Then I got Warzone. Obviously, that only came out last week. It's really good. I love Warzone. I've been playing with some of my other friends who are socially isolating themselves. But it is epic. I should be able to get on the PC. No problem.
Jet 57 Charlie, contact Barcelona radar 132.35.
Multi-mode receiver. I should know them.
Roger, contact 132.35.
David Smith. I'm afraid I can't divulge.
Air Spain 01 Eco Sierra, pues puede iniciar descenso cuando lo desea, nivel 170. Para 170 en 2 millas, Air Spain 01 Eco Sierra.
I'll take bro. Where can I learn VATSIM? There's a really good YouTuber called. He's a Dutch guy. He makes lots of VATSIM tutorials. I actually looked at some of his when I started using VATSIM. I've not really used it that much. Aviation something or other. He's a good channel. I'll try and find it. Aviation Pro. That's it. Search Aviation Pro. Space Mapper, how do you join your channel? Depending on how you're watching this, there should be a little join button on a desktop simulator, on a desktop or a PC, and then you'll be able to join the Discord.
Foxtrot Wiki 133, pues le llamo en un minutito que tengo ahora mismo 4 tráficos llamando en llegada. Le llamo en un minutito.
Approaching at centre. So actually going, hopefully a nice little direct would be nice. We're going to head off towards Madrid shortly. Let's do a fuel check at centre, make sure the mod's behaving itself. We took extra fuel, you'll remember, so we'll have extra on top. The fuel burn should be
Baltic 105, contact approach 119 or decimal 4.
chance, there we are.
Contact approach 119 or decimal 4, thank you, bye bye.
So there's centre, should be at centre 31 minutes into the flight. That looks about right, 29 minutes as well. At centre we should have burnt 2,132 kilos of fuel.
Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, contact Madrid radar 133.75. Have a nice flight.
133.75, Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike. Que tenga buen día. Hasta luego. That's my Spanish exhausted.
Europa
So 2.2 tons of fuel, and we have burnt 2.2. There you go. Fuel burn in this is excellent. The way fuel burn is calculated, it's just with a real aircraft. Don't want to ever hear anyone saying that in real life. Madrid, Buenos Aires, Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, maintaining flight level 370 inbound to Prado.
Victor Charlie Papa 47 Alpha Mike, identify as continuous flight.
As cleared, Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike.
Yes, go 715, contact Barcelona South 126.
Real Finks, just flew the standard 737. Is it a known problem the autopilot won't care about altitude? Is the ZIBO autopilot better? I've never actually flown the stock 737 in X-Plane. I think it's okay. But the ZIBO mod is a modification of that file, and it is, well, I fly the real aircraft, and this is my go-to simulator. It is very, 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 very good. So yeah, you need to get the ZIBO mod. Am I going to have ATC the whole way?
Barcelona, muchas gracias, buenas tardes. Álvaro, hasta luego.
Let's have a look at the flight radar here.
Echo 05, level 370 inbound Palio.
That's Anthony.
Yes, go 771, contact.
We're going to have ATC for the entire sector.
126.65, bye-bye.
Listerman answer the phone. This reminded me of something, Listerman. I remember once we were overhead Barcelona and talking to Barcelona ATC. And his phone started ringing in the background, but I can't remember what was the phone tune. It was like some corny 80s song. It was so funny. I was an F at the time. Myself and the captain were in tears. It was like something really corny. I can't remember what the song was, but yeah, they need to turn it off.
Have you already sent Unicom or not? Portugal 9026.
Joseph Anthony, what time's the landing? Let's have a look at this. If we don't expect any late, we're around 7:48 Zulu, so just over an hour from now. Oh, it's the controller's collision alarm going off. You don't want that to keep going off in the background. Thank you very much, Will Bewley, for the donation there, £2. Just took off from London Heathrow bound for the Canaries. I'm a first officer. Oh, Will, you should have your phone off if you're a real first officer.
30, 20.
I don't know if that's for real or in a sim, but safe flight regardless. Remush, darn it, I am too late for the takeoff. I'm sorry you missed that. But we're probably about halfway through the stream now.
Madrid, Lufthansa 33 Charlie. Lufthansa 33 Charlie, go ahead. Lufthansa 33 Charlie, is there any chance we can get runway 32 left for arrival?
Cool.
Okay, 32 left for you. 32 left and arrival, thank you very much.
Not for real, on flight sim. When you said I was a first officer, I wasn't sure. Well, safe flight anyway, Will. And guys, don't forget to continue to smash that thumbs up like button. If you're enjoying the content, I've only got 232 likes. It's a pitiful amount. See if we can get it up to 500 before the end of the stream. That would be awesome. Eyesight busy radio, yeah. I think we'll have ATC for the entire sector, which is cool. Everyone's obviously having to self-isolate at the moment.
Lufthansa 33 Charlie, quickly descent. Lufthansa 33 Charlie, initial
Something like, is it looking super busy in Lisbon? Yeah, it's looking quite busy in Lisbon. I don't have a huge amount of fuel to hold. Not 20 minutes or so, maybe 25, 30.
Portugal 1035 at flight level 390, flying inbound next.
I think I'll struggle for 1,000 likes today, Will. I think I could do it on a long stream, but
Portugal
not today.
1035,
Mike Rocket 2089, what zoom level do you use for ortho? Zoom level 17.
1035.
Tom Gibley, you said earlier your partner's crew, is she captain or first officer? No, she works in the back, bless her. But she's very competent at the job. Bizarrely, it's not how we met.
EC17, where are you, please?
You never want to hear that from an air traffic controller. They'd be checking in perhaps, and they're not on their flight scan, or they've got the wrong frequency.
40.
Thank you very much to Gary Coppard for the £5 donation. That's very kind. I'm glad you're enjoying all the content, and thank you very much. I think that's the second. Yeah, you've donated before, Gary. That's very kind. Thank you.
EC17, sorry, I don't know where are you. I'm sorry.
Oh, someone's checked in and probably doesn't have a filed flight plan. It's never reassuring when an AC controller will tell you that thing. Burak Ursula, where are you?
Madrid, radar.
I think we're just approaching Madrid.
Packet 05, go ahead. Didn't hear if you got my check-in. I'm at level 370 inbound,
Fancy.
go tour 10 miles. Madrid Control, buenas tardes, Iberia Express 3827, nivel de vuelo 360, directo a Osaka. Iberia Express 3827, buenas tardes, el contacto radar continúe como autorizado, espere Madrid.
There's Madrid anyway. Have we streamed to Madrid?
La llegada será...
I think we have. It was one of our first ever streams. Yeah, I think it was our first ever stream on VATSIM. We went from Vigo to Madrid. That was a long time ago now. That's when I was a streaming a noob.
Buenas tardes, Ryanair 6293 with you at flight level 360.
Rumush, would you ever do a flight in South Africa, Johannesburg or Cape Town? Yeah, I mean, we still need to go to all these places. Yeah, I generally only stream in Europe because I have all the ortho for that, but yeah, we've got, I'm going to probably have loads of time off again in the next few months.
Portugal 89, Fox, we are back in flight.
Harish K, hope you're doing well. How's the COVID-19 affecting your airline? Inspire still fly, Captain, thank you. Yeah, of course they've not escaped. We're in the same boat as all of my friends working on a competitor airlines. So yeah, I've got I cut in my pay and not off a severe reduction in the flying program, but we're still going to be doing a bit of flying to keep the aircraft current. So it'd be quite cool actually. We're going to be rostered to do some sort of vectored circuits, because I think it's over a week. The aircraft have more engineering work on it if it's been not flying for a week, and that's going to be more money for the airline, so hopefully we'll do some things like that. And then we're doing the odd flights, but I think they're grounding by far, not if all the aircraft will only be
Iberia 6237, negativo. No sé lo que pasa, pero no me entra en plan de vuelo, pero bueno, haga usted una cosa.
Tesla guy, oh what, that thought you'd be silent for another 2 weeks. No, you're going to be seeing me stream a lot more in the next few weeks, I'm afraid. I hope it's not afraid anyway. Danish fly full 80 seat into Basel tonight. I had a look and I was trying to pick something to do tonight. There was so much to choose from. It's great, really. There was Hamburg, Amsterdam, shuttle, Basel, Portugal was out, had 80 seat till 10 o'clock. I think this might be one of the busiest days on the network. I think VATSIM's I think VATSIM's improved a lot now. They've got a lot more capacity for traffic and controllers, which is good. Harry, stay safe. Expecting butter. Hey, you never know what to expect on live streams.
Continue the strength to 5,000 feet. QNH 10.
Cynic HG is the ZIBO Cat 3 or Cat 3B. I mean, it has this kind of rollout feature, which is part of a fail operational autoland system, which makes me think it can do better than Cat 3A. But my operator is only Cat 3A approved, which is RVR 200 meters. And we can take off invisibility of 125 meters RVR, but no, we don't have any ability to maintain sentinel on the rollout continuous rudder. But 200 meters is not much. Jesus was a hovercraft. Benvindo em Lisboa.
Today is Bravo 3969 with you, flight Northway Tower 0.
Highway 3969, where
Right,
are you?
light approaching. 200 miles. I really need to use the loo.
Uh,
I don't know if I can
Highway
hold off
3969,
any
identify
more.
as Dinner 5.
I'm meant to tell the controller, aren't I, as well?
Speedbird
I might just message him.
Unicorn 122.8, bye bye.
Because I'm not going to have any Unicom here. Do I stay on? In fact, I might just tell him very quickly. Madrid Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike. I just need to leave for 3 minutes. I'll be straight back.
Victor Charlie Papa 7 Alpha Mike, no problem, sir. Call me back.
Wilco. Guys, bear with me. Gotta do what you gotta do. That means I can put some more corny music on anyway. I'll be back very shortly, thank you.
Madrid Control, Edelweiss 201. Edelweiss 201, go ahead. Edelweiss 201.
Yeah, Edelweiss 201, we tried to check in 2 times. We are at flight number 360 now with you.
Edelweiss 201, identify it. Can you continue on flight?
Watch out, continue 5, Edelweiss 201.
Victor Charlie Papa 05, Madrid.
Attack 05, go ahead.
Victor Charlie Papa 05 from Lisbon asked me to reduce speed. You please reduce speed to 400 knots.
Thanks, that guys. Straight back. I just was hearing Anthony getting a speed
400
reduction.
now.
He's
We're
behind
doing
me, so hopefully
Mach
I think I'll get the same.
0.77 indicated.
I washed my hands for 200 seconds or whatever it was meant to do.
You are doing 444, please 400.
Madrid Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike is back in the flight deck. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Perfect.
Madrid Radar, good evening, Lufthansa 07 X-ray, checking in.
Cat, what's this? Cabin depressurization warning. Wet trousers.
Lufthansa 07 X-ray. Good afternoon, sir.
07 X-ray. That's Daniel.
Roger, here 5092, Lufthansa 07 X-ray. Madrid Center, Alpaca 180, flight level 350, inbound to Palio.
It's great to hear some of my colleagues in the air.
Victor Charlie Papa 180, Roger, sir.
Oh, Dan, that's my
Identify
call sign,
and
call
continue
sign
on
thief. Now, I swear, do ATC usually give restrictions in true airspeed? No. Here, they give you restrictions in Mach. And typically below 24,000, 25,000, they give you an indicated airspeed to fly. But no, they won't use true airspeed. Will Bewley, did you tell ATC why you really went? I think you probably could have worked it out. Snapshot, you just reminded me of a little story. Thank God you don't have to make that call to ATC when you relieve yourself in real life. Pretty awkward. I've heard on the radio once, and I don't know. It was clearly a line training cadet, and I heard it on the radio because I also knew the captain as well. They fly back to the same destination, and he said because he told him to descend. He said I can't descend because my captain's on the toilet. He was like, I think you could just descend anyway, but we were very strict to my operator about confirming the altitude and stuff. But yeah, it didn't make me tickle. Thanks, Daniel. Got your message. Thank you very much for your donation there, Space Magpie 08, £2. Do you know any good cheap laptops or PCs? Space Magpie 08, I am not your expert with regards to that. There's all sorts of PCs you can get there. I've got a good rig, a kind of custom built one from Chill Blast, designed for flight simming.
What do you call it when alpacas sing? Alpacapella. Keep up the good work.
Thank you very much. But yeah, not your man, I'm afraid. Space Magpie 08, but appreciate the donation. Have a look online, you'll find some guidance there. Who was that with the cheeky KPS? Very generous donation, £15. Again, one of my members. You're very, very kind. Yes, and we heard it. What do you call it when alpacas sing? Alpacapella. Keep up the good work. Thanks, KPS, for your donation. Yes, that reminds me. Yes, if you're very kind to donate through Streamlabs or via PayPal, if you donate more than £5, you'll get Microsoft Betty or whatever. I still don't know her name. She will blurt out the message. KPS clearly using it to great amusement. Thank you very much, KPS, for your continued support. Very, very kind. Thank you. My goodness. Oh, thanks, Dougal, for reminding me. Bitchy Betty. I hope you're doing well as well. Tom Gibby, sorry, kick my cat. In the cockpit, is the cockpit door able to maintain a pressurization differential? If there was a different pressurization in the back, would the cockpit remain pressurized? No, it would depressurize, but there is a little panel here which can pop out to allow egress. But no, it's the whole aircraft would depressurize. We need to probably start thinking about descent here. 160 miles. No, we're okay. Thank you very much, Darren Fox, for your membership. Welcome to the channel as a member. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. You'll be now invited to the members-only Discord where you get exclusive content from myself on the channel, and it's a great bunch of guys there as well. You'll join in with the banter. You get a bit more of an insight of my day-to-day work. Well, not at the moment, but when I do go flying, I'll keep you posted of all the information. So thank you very much, Darren.
Evelyn 1 X-ray, contact the Lisbon control 12555. Lisbon control 125.55. Thank you very much.
There's traffic 2,000 feet below. And that's our destination, Lisboa, and that's where we started, Palma. So here's our arrival, Exona. Start getting some information in the FMC now.
Charlie requesting further descent, please.
Down to 5,000 feet.
Down to 5,000 feet. Standard Freeway Charlie, thank you. Edelweiss 201.
So to
we
page.
have some thunderstorms ahead.
Ooh.
We would like to request a heading of 030.
To be honest, I've not looked at any en route weather charts.
And we can rejoin the track after waypoint Kriza.
Someone's got some weather avoidance ahead.
Yeah, no problem, sir. No problem.
I wish I'd taken a bit of extra fuel now. I haven't looked at the weather anywhere. Oh, he's going direct to Exona, so he's avoiding weather around there. Great.
Direct Exona, easy 17.
Flight level 150, climbing to flight level 370, direct descent.
Set forecast winds are in. Let's have a look at the METAR for the expected QNH.
EC-17 after Cáceres, proceed direct Exona, and then Unicom, or if you prefer, go to
Lisbon control.
Just trying to check the weather out. There's an exam going on in Shannon.
Sierra,
Well, it's blocked. QNH and Lisbon 1009.
Golf Alpha Foxtrot 1 Whiskey 8, Unicorn 122.8, bye-bye.
Someone, was that one of my guys? One of our guys going
Victor
to
Charlie Papa 7 Alpha Mike, Unicorn 122.8, bye-bye.
122.8 Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, bye.
05, see ya.
Victor Charlie Papa 180, Unicorn 122.8.
122.8 for Alpaca 180.
Portugal 1035, Unicorn 122.
I'll go over. I guess he's shutting. But I've got 1228 up anyway. Oh, nice little bit of peace and quiet. Fantastic. So, descent forecast patrons, runway, I'm expecting runway 03. The wind is 330 at 5 knots. And we'll put 10-mile ring in, 4-mile ring. And our altitude is today 37,000 feet, so 37 times 3 is 111. That's going to be 3 times the height coming in there. Cool, so that's all in. Oh, God. Carl, I've just seen on the chat your donation there. Thank you very much again. I don't know where the ping's gone, but thank you again. Very, very generous. $25. Just checking in. I hope all is well on the side of the pond. Tell Jack that Finley and K9 Ernie say hi. Well, Carl, thank you very much, and I hope you're keeping well, COVID-19 permitting, and obviously in your condition as well. You don't want to be getting a dose of that, but no, I'll send your regards from Finley and K9. Finley and K9 Ernie, Finley and Ernie, I think it was, to Jack as well. But I hope you're keeping safe and stay well there. And yeah, I keep meaning to message. I've got about 8-9 PMs going on with people in Discord. I'll get back to you, and I must apologise. Thank you. Don't ever hesitate to contact me, Carl. Either I'll be there to respond straight away. Thank you. Cool. So, descent forecast winds are in chart-wise. Exona. We're going to be routing Exona to Astad. Astad, love that. 52 miles, checks at the FMC, 280 knots or below, flight level 230 below, checks. Adstad brings the speed back to 220, checks in the FMC. Astad, and then from Astad it's all RNAV points. We've got Papa Tango 419, Araba 4000, Godgi checks at Papa Tango 421 onto the extended centre line, Papa Tango 422, and Pessex. We'll leave that in. If it looks like we might get a shortcut, we can manipulate the FMC to allow for that. Otherwise, we're straight in this direction. I just want to change the Cenefix to Atrapa 4000 as well. Looks like we are coded correctly. Let's go for ILS then. 1091. Oh, GLS. That's something else I need to do on a stream too. There's no. I think Malaga is the only GLS approach I can think of in the, Europe at the moment. I know there's others. So 1091 is set. Inbound courses are 026. I've just noticed Streamlabs is saying thank you very much to everyone subscribing, so thanks for everyone that's subbing. I don't have anything pop up because sometimes it can get a bit over the top with the pop-ups, so I just have those for anyone that's donating or becoming a member there. But no, thanks guys, thanks to Wardo Co, Wolf Z, who just recently subscribed. Welcome on board. You're watching Chaos ensure itself. Yeah, next stream then, I don't know. I'll try this Tupolev, otherwise I think I might jump in the Airbus again, because I know you guys love watching me crash the course of the Airbus. I hate, well, I kind of enjoy it, but it's the not knowing, and I might just for a laugh we'll go online and try it as well. But if 80 tell me to hold or something like that, I'll be screwed. I'll be like, unable. Delayed vectors, please. We'll see. But yeah, the Tupolev would be quite cool to do. I want to fly that. I need to fly to Moscow in the Tupolev. Lisbon, Nightbot's got a friend. I don't know. I've been playing around with Streamlabs recently. You'll see at the bottom there, I've got a little cup there next to the people who've today's top donation, but you can't set today's top donation. So this is actually like weekly top donations. I need to change the text there, say weekly top donation, weekly top super chat. But it should say thanks to the guys. But yeah, I'm trying. I've got a bit of time now to tidy up some things here. I want to get an overlay. Well, I don't want the full overlay because I think it'll be cluttered, but I think it looks quite clean as it is now. You guys can see as much as you need. I know a lot of guys fill it all up with guff, which I don't want to have. Sorry, I've been sidetracked here. 529 to the minimums. That's set both sides. So yeah, we're gonna either get vectored or come in via PESX. Glide slope captures here. Nav to outer marker. Down to the minimums. RVR 750 meters. This approach, climb straight ahead to flight level 70, contact approach. Pretty simple stuff. MSA high terrains for north 4,000 feet. Nighttime approach, but it is a nice approach anyway over the city. Would you perhaps fly a manual approach in the Airbus? I did a thought on my first ever stream in the Airbus. I thought I did a manual approach, but apparently I did something wrong. I'll do it. I think we should probably try a non-precision approach, because I've only ever done an ILS in it. I wouldn't even know how to set up a non-precision approach. Anthony Murphy, good evening, Captain, and good evening all. Good evening to you, sir, as well. Wolf said, I'm flying a 737 in a flight simulator soon, when they reopen because of the coronavirus. But you're top of the list. Fantastic, Wolf said. That's a very exciting time. But of course, yes, cancellations of all events and anything where people sit close together is happening, I'm afraid. But yeah, very exciting. Cool. Runway 03 then, nice long runway, 3,700 metres. We'll aim to vacate here at Hotel November. I reckon that's going to be around 2,800, 3,000 or so. I think 30 order break 2 should do us. And then taxi on stand, we'll see where they give us. Are you guys, I'm sure, happy with the performance calculator? In reality, we'd fill it all in, but I'm just going to take a ton off here. 61.8. And I know flat 30 order break 2 works quite nicely. Actually quite heavy, but it'll have to break manually perhaps. We'll go order break 3, but we'll stick with 2 for now. Yeah, we'll get the weather then, because I did hear someone asking for weather avoidance approaching Exona, or I don't know if that was another aircraft. I'm just looking at the weather in Lisbon right now. It looks fine. They have got some towering cumulus around, but no thunderstorms forecast or rain. So yeah, there might be some guff, but I don't think anything that's going to be too tricky to deal with. QNH is 1010. And I guess at some point we'll go over to Lisbon approach or Lisbon radar. Approaching Lisbon. Yes, no ATC until we get a little bit closer, but there seems to be plenty of traffic going into Lisbon today. Probably some sort of delay. That'll give them something to think about. RoboL, wow, 2,000 people on VATSIM. That's incredible. That must be some sort of record. I'm glad if we're part of the record-breaking day. That's cool. And guys, that reminds me, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. Let's try and get this stream up to 2,000 likes. If we can. I don't think we will, but no, all the likes I do appreciate. It does get more people into my content as well. Thank you. Saggy, on the ND it says RMP2. What does that mean? RMP stands for Required Navigational Performance. It should be a little bit higher en route, I think. And that's the estimation. We need to make sure the estimation of the aircraft's position from all the systems that we're into RMP. The actual navigation performance, so this is where the GPS, FMC, DME uses all this information to calculate where we are. And that's called AMP. I have a tutorial discussing RMP approaches, RNAV approaches, and all the different definitions of RMP and AMP. It's all interlinked with progress page 4 in the FMC, and you have something called cross-track area. Cross-track area is your distance from the magenta line. So if I was to go heading fly right now, that would increase as well. So yeah, I'll try and link that tutorial for you. GNSS approach. It was one of my first ever tutorials. I did that in the PMDG. Here it is. 52,000 views. 3 years ago I made this tutorial. Jeez. 14th of March 2017. It was just over 3 years ago. Wow. With my old logo and intro. So yeah, guys, if you want to learn a bit more about RMP, AMP and RNAV approaches, there's a useful tutorial for you. Gooseboy, 3 dislikes. Who, what, where? Exactly. It's Llama Airways and, I don't know, Rat Air. Other animal-themed airlines. And I have to say, VATSIM's very smooth now. I think they've obviously increased the capacity. But yeah, I'm a big advocate of VATSIM and the controllers. You know, we've had issues in the past, and you never know, things could happen again. But I think they've got things in place now. Matty R, hey, quick question. How can I know the distance from my plane to any point in the route destination? Well, probably the easiest way to do that is the fixed page, if it will let me. Let's put in our destination, Lima Papa Papa Tango. There you go. You've got your radial from there. So we're on the 072 radial from Lisbon, 153 miles away. Let's put another airport in Madrid, Lima Echo Mike Delta. We are on the 247 radial from Madrid, and we're 126 miles away, so you can put in VORs, any code, anything coded in the database to work out your radial distance. Daniel Smith, oh wonderful, I have a broken ZIBO, time for an upgrade. Yes, like I said, I was hoping to use the latest version of the ZIBO mod today, but I was having a few issues myself. Lisbon's asked me to contact them on 125.55. Lisboa, Boatard, it's the Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, maintaining flight level 370 inbound to Charlie Sierra.
Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, Lisboa identified. After Cáceres, direct Exxon 8 Alpha, Henry 3.
After Charlie Sierra route direct to Exona and Exxon 8 Alpha ILS 03 Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike. Cool, I think that might be just as it's coded, so yeah, we're just getting rid of LVAR. And as expected. Thank you for subscribing, JD August. Welcome on board.
Alpaca 05, descent flight level 290. 290, Alpaca 05.
Daniel, so if you're on 339.24, I'm on 340, release candidate 5. It was the same one we streamed in a couple of days ago.
Easy 17, contact Lisboa approach 109, say again, the frequency please. 119, decimal 1. 119, decimal 1, easy 17. Alpaca 05, speed 250 knots during descent.
So people get reduced speeds.
Alpaca 05.
And we'll go from there. Des the guy, do you reckon your channel will overtake Captain Canada's? I think he's got around the same amount of subscribers as me, and if you don't know, Captain Canada is another X-Plane streamer. But how he streams a lot, doesn't he? He streams every single day. I just stream when I can. We might do. Let's not raise questions like that. It's all fun and games. But yeah, I think he's got around the same amount. So approaching our top of descent point very shortly, making good progress.
Alpaca 05, continue descent flight level 270.
Fuel on arrival 3.5, so we've got it to about 800 kilos of holding fuel, 20 minutes or so, or go around and then another approach.
Road render 19 Charlie, expedite passing flight level 290. Expedite passing flight level 290, road runner 19 Charlie.
There we are.
Road render 19 Charlie, contact Lisboa approach 109 decimal 1. Approach 109 decimal 1.
What a pleasure it is to fly this. It's been really good at keeping me current. Rusty. It's going to be a long time since I flew an airplane. But I'll let you guys know in Discord. I am scheduled to fly next week, no flying, and I haven't rostered anything. But I do have flights scheduled for the following week, finally. But I have to have my line check first. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but we still complete the flight. Because I've not flown an aircraft since November last year now. I was always an air anyway.
119.1. 119.1.
Flying Yorkshireman, very good evening, sir. Good evening to you.
37, ciao, squawk 4742. 4742 for the Portugal 837, thank you. Alpaca 05, continuation flight level
Stuart Walsh had to run for dinner, but seems I'm back just in time. Yeah, just approaching top percent, that's perfect.
Flight level 250, contact approach on 119.1, Alpaca 05.
We must give a bit of
Alpaca 180,
respect for my partner. She's been very good. I spent obviously 2 days ago streaming. Spent yesterday playing with the Tupolev. Today, I'll have a few days break until I stream again, I think.
After Charlie Sierra, direct to Exona.
Tough Bob, just discovered you alive. Thanks for the real life diversion for a couple hours. It's appreciated. Excited for you to get back to your office in the sky. Well, thank you very much, Tough Bob.
Portugal 837
Welcome on board.
Fly direct Exona 8 Alpha arrival, Canadian.
Goosebud, need a day.
for arrival, Portugal
30.
Jesus.
Portugal 837.
Thank you very much to Snapshot. Hold on, Snapshot.
So this gets read out now, does it? What fun.
Portugal 837.
This is just my little contribution to the Civilian Pilots Benevolent Fund. Don't forget to hit that like button.
Thank you very much, Snapshot, for your continued support and membership and that donation. That's very kind. Yes, the civilian pilots could do with every little bit of help they could get right now, but I appreciate that. Very, very kind. Again, if you're new to the channel, Snapshot's a member of mine. He's an Air Force pilot. I don't know how much I want to give away Snapshot, but he flies in the Air Force. Great amount of experience as well, and I'm sure he'll help answer any questions if they were to come your way. But thank you very much, Snapshot, for your donation. Very kind. Yes. Bitchin' Betty. Ooh, excuse my French there. Greg Scott, I'm doing a flight on X-Plane but not on VATSIM as I have a 5-year-old annoying me on the flight deck. I can imagine it's quite a distraction.
Portugal 837, confirm 03 for arrival. Portugal 837, say again. Do you confirm...
Sorry, Gooseball, I was actually answering your question, I think. Yeah, need a hit the live flight deck sim when you're back flying, or would it be too risky for obvious reasons? Yeah, I'll keep you posted during the day with some pictures and things.
Approach 1 reduce speed... No, maintain current speed and contact approach 109.1. Approach 1119.1. Maintain
121.1. So there's several approach frequencies here. We'll go with that one. 121.1. Try and listen to the ATIS again on box 2 if there is. 12415.
Portugal 837, confirm flying direct X1. 0 foot. Portugal,
there you go, ATIS is working.
Direct X1 now, sorry. 2.8 QNH 1009, comply with speed limitations unless otherwise advised by ATC. LPPT Information Sierra.
Information Sierra.
LPPT, it is S1830. Expect ILS approaches runway MU03TL55 after landing vacate via HN. Wind 330 degrees 5 knots BRBBTN 290 at 360 degrees CLDB. Few clouds at 3000 foot. Few clouds at CB 3500 foot test 13. 2.8 QNH 1009 complying with speed limitations unless otherwise.
Have I copied all that?
Advised by ATC.
Well, it definitely works then, it just probably wasn't working for the other ones. Sorry, request to send now. Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, request to send.
Alpine 7 Alpha Mike, condition flight level 250.
Descent flight level 250, Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike. So that is set 250, checked level change. So yeah, Information Sierra at 1830 Zulu, so it's probably going to be another one prior to landing. ILS 03, please vacate via Hotel November. wind 330 at 5, few clouds at 3,000 feet, CBs, temperature 11, dew point 8, QNH is now 1009.
Flight level 130, climbing to flight level 150.
Kraku, which airline are you flying for? What is your name? Very intrusive questions. That's something I don't disclose publicly, I'm afraid. I work for a UK, or a European airline, I should say, based in Europe. And my name is Leonard Skinner.
Flight level 250. 250, 837. Alpaca 180, addition flight level...
So, pilot restriction at Exona, flight level 230 below. That will place us low, see there's a little top of descent point, so we'll have a brief level segment. Or we could just go VS, go for continuous descent. I've just got a level change, decimal 77. Let's just get back onto the VNAV profile. That will increase our indicated airspeed as we maintain a Mach number in descent. And then we can just go back onto VNAV once we're back on profile. This is the problem. If we go in the Airbus and I end up getting high like this, I won't know how to fix it. Which will be great. I think it'll be very amusing for you. Lies tarts out. What do you think ZIBO mod is missing right now? Very little. Very little. It's a very complete add-on. There's always going to be little tweaks and fixes. But it's getting there.
Alpaca 180, descent flight level...
Hugo Vieira, just open descent. I don't know what that means.
Down to 280,
For Airbus terminology. Ah. Timothy, behave yourself. Here's the profile VNAV. We're going to get drag required.
Easy 16 Delta Juliet, contact Lisbon control.
Actually, no, we're quite close to our target descent speed there, actually.
Control 131.385, easy 16 Delta Juliet.
Okay, I've got 25 degrees. Cool. And if you've just tuned in, good evening to you. Welcome to the stream. Touching down in approximately...
Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, contact approach 109.1.
Approach 119.1, Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike. Just going to be touching down in 15 minutes. About 20 minutes from now, 20-25 minutes, into Lisbon. Oh, why is my thrust cut? Should be idle. 119.1, sorry, I knew I was meant to be doing something. So much to think about. I'm guessing the thrust was up because my target speed dropped off slightly. So yeah, you can see, I was saying how the ZIBO was very close. It's struggling to maintain its target speed today. But we'll just let the order throttle increase thrust when we're 15 knots below our target speed. Lisboa, bon dia. It's Alpaca 7, Alpha Mike, descending flight level 250, Exona, information Sierra, QNH 1009.
Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, radar contact, break. Romeo November 19 Charlie, contact Lisbon high low frequency 125, decimal 125. 125, 125, road number 19 Charlie. Bye bye.
Robol, Captain, next start the Fly JSIM 727. Yeah, I think we'll jump back into that in the next few weeks. I'll liaise with the Discord members, see what we'll do. Tupolev is being eyed up by fast. I tried to take off yesterday, flight. I kept crashing it. It's all really unstable for me. I don't know if it's something I'm doing, but yeah, it's not easy. It's all in Russian and everything. Everything is very different to what you'd expect it to do. But that's the way the aircraft is built. That's not the aircraft. It's me. Very challenging.
Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, continue descent level 100.
Descent flight level 100, Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike. Set, flight level 100 checked. And when we get to Exona 230 below, we'll just go push out into vent again. That'll just make the aircraft descend at 1,000 feet per minute. And then we'll recapture the vertical profile. Oh, I just realised my lower D is on. Daniel, the Tupolev is not deemed worthy. Flying Yorkshireman, my YouTube was linked to Discord before I joined, but I didn't get the invite. automated invite over. Oh, Flying Ocean, you should message me. Like, you should have told me straight away. Like, don't if you can't get in, just PM me on Facebook or Instagram. Like, all members get that. Go on Google, search for YouTube Discord synchronization. Do this on your PC and follow the guidance there, and you'll get in no problem at all. If you continue to have issues, either email me, find the email on my channel, flightdecksim@gmail.com, or drop me a message and get you sorted. But yeah, if there's any members watching this who are not in Discord, we need to get you in there. Otherwise, you're not getting any bang for your buck.
Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, direct to Goji, high speed would be appreciated.
Direct to Godgi, Wilco, Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, we'll give you 300 knots.
Perfect, thank you.
Okay, direct to Godgi, you didn't hear anything. 300 knots, let's go 1,000 feet per minute, and we're going to get straight in. Perfect. Told Gibby, what is the break I hear all the time on VATSIM? It's when ATC is talking to you and they immediately want to talk to someone else. So, for example, they talk to me, Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, good day, and then they can go break, talk to someone else straight away. Alpaca 7, Japan Airways 7 Alpha Mike, Lot Airways, there you go, keyboard curveballs out there. 300 knots in the descent.
Alpaca 05, contact Lisbon, arrival, frequency 125.125.
125.125, Alpaca 05.
Oh, I want to do 300 knots. There you go, ZIBO. Oh, very clever, ZIBO. No, because we need to delete the speed restriction. But because I've already passed it, no. Shouldn't need to do that. So vertical speed, 300 knots. So I want to delete this. So we've already passed the speed restriction, and I've already deleted it. So now I should be able to go back to VNav. But it's bringing up the 280 at Exona again. No, ZIBO. Let's put 300. I've already passed it, so it should do that. No, I can't use VNav. So for some reason, look, when I go 280 at Exona, if I go vertical speed, it says 250 below 100. It should say 280 still, and then I should be able to delete it, but I can't. So I'm going to have to go 300 knots and just use level change. So that is a little bug which ZIBO will fix. Because the aircraft is trying to comply with that 280 knot restriction at Exona. I'm trying to delete it, but it won't let me. And he wants me to get high speed to get me ahead of some other aircraft. We'll go level change now, and we'll put the seatbelt sign on.
Airport 692, contact control frequency 125.55. 125.55,
Sean on 9200. Quick question: which country is Lisbon? It's in Portugal. It's in
Lisbon approach, Alpaca 180, flight level 250. Inbound to Exona.
So yeah, this is not unusual. If you're increasing your speed in descent, 5,000 feet per minute, often you get rates of descent like that on the line. Your attitudes look only around 2 degrees below the horizon. You don't really notice it in the cabin.
Down to flight level 100.
So, because he said high speed approved, we could probably expect a bit of a shortcut. He might chop our base off here. So we'll keep going down. I'm going to stay a little bit below profile, around 1,000 feet or so, and then we'll see what we get.
This is Runner Aviaco 214, climbing through 3,000.
Listen, does the stream lag for anyone? Occasionally it does. I've got a good connection here this side because I actually had my bit rate too high for a long time, but it's usually only enough for 1080p. If you're having a few bits like go down to 720, should be fine. My upload's only 4,000 bits, 4 megabytes a second.
Call sign Aviaco and continue climb.
But I hope it's okay for all of you.
Aviaco 214.
Aviaco, thank you.
So yeah, I can't update Sensi. I've got 300 knots as the target speed, but as soon as I re-engage VNav, look, watch this, it goes from 250 to 100 to 280 Exona. It shouldn't do that. It shouldn't do that. Car crews, in what flight level should you turn the seatbelts on? Typically 15,000 feet or 15 minutes before landing. And that is operator specific. Connor Martin, do you ever find PAs awkward? No, not really. You've got to think about what you're saying, especially if there's disruption of some sorts. Just think about what you're saying. But no, not really. When I first did it, I was very nervous. I remember my first OPA I did.
837, I want the frequency.
Decimal 1. That's tower. Cool. Guys, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. 15 minutes to landing. I don't know how many likes we've got at the moment. I know it's 368 watching. I hope we've got 368 likes. But, appreciate that, thank you. God, I'm gonna make an excellent streamer. Look at me go. Miguel, could you use speed intervent for VNAT? You could, but it's going to do the same as level change, pitch for the speed and not the path. At high altitude. Brian Cameron to get on the mic and give us a proper prepare for landing speech. I think she's watching some Netflix thing. Might get to read some checklist one stream. That would be amusing. I'm getting a little bit low on profile, only 2,000 feet low, so I'm just going to go vertical speed.
Alpaca 180, proceed direct to Goji. Direct to Goji, Alpaca 180. Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, contact us below high frequency 125, decimal 125.
125, 125, Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, bye. Another frequency.
Approach 837, visual approach.
So
927, left turn heading 130.
So I'm going to start bringing the speed back to get into 10,000 feet here, so we'll go 250.
Left turn heading 120.
That's Miguel.
Altitude 4,000 feet, turn left heading 120 please, Ryanair, 1 Alpha Yankee.
Boatard Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, descending flight level 100 inbound to Godgi.
Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, hello, radar contact, descend flight level 60, maintain heading 260.
Descend flight level 60, heading 260 degrees, Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike. So it's a flight level 60. Level change 250, and our heading is 260 degrees, so now I need to start manipulating the FMC to try and work out how many track miles we have. I reckon if we just route for now direct to Papa Tango 421. Touch it goes. I will see if we get a further shortcut. At the moment, we're okay for a shortcut to about here. We'll see how they deal with this. So there's flight level 100 for 60. Let's do the post-cruise checks. 4 pumps, lights. Logo can come on now as well. APU is off. Pressurization 3.2 on the diff. That's all set. Seatbelts on the recall. And we have approximately 10 minutes left. Now I can put tower.
Tower 181, Roger, Charlie. Bye-bye.
Sean Online 200. Do you use X-Pilot? Yes, I do.
Continue approach. Traffic is on very short final.
So just working out how many track miles. I said if he cuts us in, we'll have to configure quite quickly, but we'll stay at 250 because I know they want high speed. Yeah, otherwise we're all looking okay.
Ryanair 1 Alpha Yankee, left turn heading 360.
Pedro, you usually put CF03 on top of the first, then PESX. Yeah, I guess if you,
4,000 feet, QNH 1010.
Send altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1010, Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike. So that's set. Set QNH, it's back up to 1010.
Report final 135 behind.
We are passing 8,200, 4,000 feet, standby altimeter set. Yeah, I guess if we're getting a bit more of a shortcut, we'll see how it is here. In fact, I might just go direct to Papa Tango 422 now. We'll just see what he's going to do to us.
Alpha Yankee, reduce speed 180.
Door Gamer, are you still flying? It's like third out or something, 2 hours. Yes, we're just coming into approach now, coming into land. So approach checklist then, ILS is tuned, fixed rings we have for runway 03, 10-4. Idents is India Lima, India for the ILS, standbys are set, and
Right, because the
courses
first traffic has just landed.
are set. Get rid of the star chart.
Minimums.
Fine, Scov.
Minimums.
Welcome to the channel as a member, thank you
7 tower,
very much for the support. I'm glad you enjoy the content, and I hope you enjoy all the members only content you receive. Right, better bring the speed back here. Sorry, Martin, but I'm really busy.
Hello, maintain heading 210, descent flight
Yeah, a little bit low here because we sent quite far out, but it should be alright. I'm going to bring the speed right back now anyway. Might go through the localizer here.
Pushback, Academy 145 on final runway 35.
Academy 145, cleared, touch and go 135, wind 300 degrees, 8 knots.
Clear touch and go runway 35, Academy 145.
145, and confirm that you are remaining on the right side?
Looks busy down there.
Yeah, we can go to right side, Academy 145.
Lisbon.
I think he's forgotten us, guys.
Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, right turn heading 060 degrees, cleared, ILS approach, runway 03, number 4.
Heading 060 degrees on that heading, cleared, ILS 03, call us established, Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike.
7 Alpha Mike, you might want to reduce speed to 10 knots or less.
We're doing 210 knots already, Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike.
Alpha Mike, direct that 190, break,
Cool, so we might just slowly overshoot this. That's worked out quite nicely. Look at that, line slip position. Let's crank it up to 30 degrees. Might just go through the localizer here. Might just be okay. 4-lock localizer capture, runway heading 026. Oh, Siri, my Siri on my iPad, which has got the Streamlabs overlay, keeps listening. It's really annoying. Cool, glide slip's coming in quite nicely. We left that at the last minute, look at that. Couldn't call us. Couldn't do it any later. Slightly overshot, only just a pretty good vectors to be fair.
7 Alpha Mike, speed 180 or less.
180 or less, Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike. So we need to go to flap 1 now, speed checked. That's going to give us 187, so let's go flap 2, and we can comply with the speed restriction 180 knots.
Right near 1 Alpha Yankee. Thanks very much.
Zero wings 15 for tango, left turn heading 120.
Glide slope capture, missed approach, altitude 4,000 feet is set. Ooh, a bit aggressive on the pitch there. I think we'll just go flap 5, just so you can see, look, the speed's running away. This aircraft is very clean. With flap 5 on an ILS like this, it can hold the speed quite nicely, close to idle thrust. A little bit early for approach, just wait until it'll be closer, maybe 12, 11 miles.
Web Academy 309, report final 135, number 2 behind traffic, now turning for final.
So we've got a very important to comply with speed limits, only traffic 5 miles ahead. If we are going too fast, you're going to cause problems.
Lisbon approach, Delta 1, Alpaca 180, descending to 10,000.
Alpaca 180, expedite descent to 5.
10,000, so tell us a US pilot.
Expedite to 6,000, Alpaca 180.
I think that's, I'm pretty sure that's Anthony.
Left turn heading 060 degrees, cleared, ILS approach, runway 03, number 5.
Number 5, super busy. There's a big cloud here, switch your engine NTRs. There we are, final approach into Lisbon. Lots of traffic there. Scenery here, by the way, guys, from TDG, freeway scenery.
Traffic now turning for final.
Report final, and we have traffic inside Club Academy 145.
Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, contact tower 118.1, bye bye.
Tower 118.1, Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, bye. It was only 2 days ago we had to go around from ATC, see what happens today. Now, that guy ahead of us is okay, sufficient separation here, but we'll check in and get a speed shortly. Just want to see what the ground frequency is. 12175.
Line up away to runway 03, confirming 59 or 54.
Ryanair 1 Alpha Yankee, reduce minimum approach speed.
David Smith, can you turn dome down, yeah, you're quite right, it wouldn't be this bright in reality. We'd actually have it off, to be fair. Uh-oh.
I can't make out what you're saying there, Ryanair 1 Alpha Yankee.
That's him, so I'm definitely going to slow down. So we're going to start slowing down as well, guys. I know we're told 180, but it's going to get told. This could get quite speedy here. Go, go, go!
Runway 03 cleared takeoff and rolling. Transavia 5954.
Lisboa Tower, hello. Alpaca 7, Alpha Mike, ILS 03 at 6 miles.
Alpha Yankee, go around, I say, go around immediately, right turn heading 15.
Oh dear, so someone's taking off on 03 and he's told them to go around and he's going to return for separation. Well, that's good for us.
Ryanair 1 Alpha Yankee, immediately, right turn heading 150.
He left it a bit tight. Look, look. He's going around and he's going to have to make a right turn. He's taking off.
Right heading 360. What was it?
Bye.
Heading 150.
Yeah, otherwise if he doesn't turn, he's going to be on top of him.
150 degrees, Ryanair 1 Alpha Yankee.
Lisboa, hello. Alpaca 7, Alpha Mike, ILS 03. Gear down. Flat 15. Start switching to a screen called check. Speed brake on green light. Landing gear down 3 green. On brake 2. Holding on landing flap. Let's go for it now. A bit early because we haven't even checked in yet. He's turning. He's busy turning. He's busy going around. Poor guy. Lisboa, Alpaca 7, Alpha Mike.
Alpaca 7, Alpha Mike, wind 330 degrees 5 knots, clear,
Runway 03 cleared to land, Alpaca 7, Alpha Mike. There we go, we got our all sorted. Let all the chaos ensure in front of us. Right guys, get your landing rate guesses in. I'll disconnect here. We'll try and get some butter for you for our flight into Lisbon. And don't forget to smash the thumbs up like button. 450 people watching. I hope I have 450 likes by the time I look at the screen. Right, disconnecting. So, little crosswind from the left. Target thrust about 60%. I'd expect it to be at this weight. Looking good. I saw that, Will Bewley. I'm not going to be cutting any engines off. I've got one eye on that chat there. Checked.
Minimum.
Continue. No pressure.
50, 40, 30,
Check.
20,
Close.
10.
Hold the attitude. Oh, it's a oh, that's a balloon, not a float. Where's that touchdown zone? Oh dear. Oh, my laddies have got to pot. Speed brakes up. Reverses green. Or normal. 72%. 100 knots. 80 knots. That water brake setting worked out nicely. Water brake 2. 60 knots idle reverse. Manual braking. And we can take the high speed here. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a firm landing in Lisbon. Or firm. I'd be happy with that. A bit long though. Reverse is stowed. 121.75 Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike. Bye. Right, let's get
Tower Alpaca 180 fully established.
There's
runway 03.
Anthony, 121.75. Let's just get the flaps up and the speed brake stowed. And these lights off and the weather radar, because I know you guys are really hot on me for getting that. Right, so let's just make a right turn here, get the taxi chart off, and then we'll check in as well. So we're just here, look, turning onto the taxiway. Lisboa ground. Boa tarde. Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike just vacated ILS 03 at Hotel November.
Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, Lisboa ground, good afternoon. Continue taxi via uniform, Victor, stand 302.
Uniform Victor for stand 302, Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike. So this is where it's useful to have a first officer who's already cleaned up the aircraft, and then we need to try and work out where we're parked as well. Let me just get the charts open in front of me so I can refer to that first. So he said uniform then Victor, and then stand 302, and you're meant to bring the aircraft to a complete halt before you look at the chart if you're not sure where you're going. I'm just looking here. Uniform Victor stand 302. Right, I've found it. So we're going in a very long straight line here. So uniform all the way down here. I hope that this runway is closed. We'll confirm it. And then Victor's here, and then stand 302 is just there as well. So we'll continue to clean up and taxi into stand. Captain Neb, what scenery is this? It's from TDG. It's freeware scenery. If you type in TDG Lisboa in Google, I'm sure you'll get to exactly what you're looking for.
Lisboa ground for Tower, Eurowings 154 Tango. Eurowings 154 Tango, Lisboa ground, good afternoon. Continue taxi via uniform, Quebec, all Shutdown Mike.
Right, so I think the taxi inflow is good. Transponder out off.
Taxi via uniform, Quebec, hold short of Mike, Eurowings 154 Tango.
And we'll just confirm we can cross 3517. Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, just confirm we are cleared to cross 3517.
Alpaca 7 Alpha Mike, yes, Renault 35 is no longer active, you can cross.
Okay. So yeah, it's no longer active, but or if there's any doubt, always check. I've not checked any note tabs virtually, but yeah, uniform, and then we're going to go to Victor, and then on to stand. Right, cool stuff. Glad you enjoyed that flight. Phil Cole, is it 2 flights or 1? Just the 1 today, I'm afraid. I need to spend some time with my partner, bless her. She's been
Approaching 1.
you know, I've been detracting from it, and I've just been doing flight sim stuff for 2 or 3 days here. But I will be back very soon for more streams. I can promise you that. But yeah, just the 1 flight today. But no, glad you enjoyed the sector. So there's uniform 2. Going to continue going for quite a while. I think that's Transavia ahead of us. Brian Kruger, if you don't set the landing altitude on pressurization panel, what would happen? Well, after you've landed, it will depressurize the plane anyway because the outflow valve opens. I don't know what it would exactly do because it bases the landing pressurization, the pressurization schedule based on what you set, but I wouldn't exactly know. I will try and find out for you. There is Anthony. Let's see you butter it in. Not bad. Firm, but fair. That's Alpaca 180. Fantastic, thanks for joining in.
Transavia 4, correction, Transavia 5944.
We've got Cafe Pacific there.
Transavia 4954.
The big boys, that's A330 I think.
Back Tower 118.1, 00, Transavia 5954. Bye-bye.
So still a little bit way to go down here. Anyway, the terrible graphics I don't like. Are you talking about X-Plane or Microsoft Flights in 2020? Not sure.
Ground Alpaca 180, exited runway 03.
There's our Anthony.
Alpaca 180, continue taxi via...
Is that Transavia? I don't even know what TRA is.
Stand 122. Uniform at Alpha, then 122 on the stand for Alpaca 180.
Here's Victor anyway. The APU cranked up. Oh, oh crikey, 302. That came up a lot quicker than I thought it would. There we are.
Aero wings 154, tango, continue
Yeah, the TDG scenery is very good. If I always see if there's a TDG version of scenery, I usually grab it.
Correction again.
It requires a lot of libraries and things, but it really represents the real airport quite accurately. So a little bit late for the APE, but 302 came in a little quicker than I thought. There we are, taxiing onto stand. We've got the gate guidance.
164, stand 124, request push and start.
Capsule 1964, stand by, call the back.
It's live. I've been overshooting it recently, let's try not to do that today. So I get the FO to shut down engine number 2 now as well. There we go, perfect, actually stopped where we should. Right, parking brake is set. Oh, look at, did you just see that? Oh yeah, AP was right on the money. 2 please 1 red, agent are dead. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lisboa. Local time here is 10 minutes to 9 in the evening. Another on-time Alpaca Airways flight for you to enjoy. Full of passengers. If only the actual airline industry had such loads that we do today, 180 passengers we have simulated, or llamas, or alpacas, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, really, really enjoyable. Nice sector. It's nice to be back on the network, and it's really busy. But yeah, fantastic ATC again from everyone. Really enjoyed that sector. Cool, so I would say thanks, but it's pretty busy, so I will disconnect off the network here. But yeah, great. Great service from there. Awesome stuff, guys. Let's have a look outside whilst we're all spooling everything down. Love the lighting effects you get from X-Plane 11 as well on the aircraft, which is cool. Gucci Potter, you looked it. Fantastic. Gary Popper, Coppard, great flight. Thank you very much. Santiago Montoya, can you show your settings very quickly? Of course I can. So if we just go here, isn't it? Graphics, there you go. Take a screenshot. That's what I have everything set to, which I think works out quite well. You can see like that roll rotation thing. Look, always having to reset that to 0. But yeah, that's the settings there. Dougal McTavish, awesome flight boss. Thank you very much. Dougal is the man behind SimWings project. If you look in my video description, a link there, you can help support individuals who are in a position perhaps not to be able to get the equipment they need for flight simming. Cool, the Airbag Dragons, it holds the pressurization in place so you don't feel sudden changes. The Airbag Dragons, you're answering it better than I am. My tech knowledge needs to be refreshed, thank you. Cool, awesome stuff. Who said slow down? Someone did. I can't remember. Awesome stuff, guys. Right, we'll call that a day, and we'll have a look at the replay as well. Awesome stuff, guys. Look, the usual replay music. I could have put something a bit more cornier on, but no, this is well known on the channel. Unfortunately, it will be night as well. Touchdown, but hopefully you'll see the float we had, and then the landing. There we are. Oh, perfect. That'll work out quite nicely. So let's have a look from the threshold first of runway 03. Thank you very much, Dave. Rofen, great stream as usual. Flying Yorkshire, great flight. See you in the Discord. Yes, please let me know if you run into any issues. Flying Yorkshire, I'm sorry that it's been so long as a member and you've not even managed to get in. So yeah, look at that. I flared far too high and I actually climbed a bit. That's a load of rubbish, really. And I just hold the attitude. Don't continue lowering the nose. You're just going to stretch the landing out, which is no good. Let's try from around the touchdown zone. Very difficult to see. I know you can change the lighting, and someone told me something irrelevant. I don't like to fiddle with anything, if I'm honest. But yeah, I just flared about 10 feet too high. I'm like, oh dear, just hold it. Just hold the attitude, don't stretch it. And there we are, touchdown. Reverses. The order brake setting worked out quite nicely, but it was all very, very good. Awesome stuff. So let's do the usual wing view. I'll let you watch this night landing into Lisbon. Guys, thank you very much to everyone that contributed to this live stream today, everyone that super chatted and donated. I appreciate that. Welcome to all the new members as well. Thank you for everyone that subscribed too. It's great to have the channel grow and grow. And like I said, there'll be more live streams in the next few weeks, maybe months, as we know the coronavirus is taking its toll on my occupation. But it's not only doing that, it's taking a toll on all of you there. So please stay safe. Please abide with the rules of government. I mean, I don't need to tell you. I'm just a flight sim pilot guy. But make sure you stay safe, and you know, friends and family stay safe too. Next stream, it will be a few days now. I actually quite like a break from the PC and flight sim just for 2 or 3 days. It'll be something I'll pencil in Tuesday. So keep your eyes posted. Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening for the next live stream. Can't promise anything, but certainly something at least for you next week, guys. Enjoy your evening. Stay socially isolated. I do whatever I have to say that. Stay safe, and I'll see you all for another Flight Deck Sim live stream very soon. Good night. Bye bye for now.